Good afternoon. This is Akashwani and I am VC Pramod with the midday news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leaves on a 5-day state visit to US and Egypt, says US visit will be an opportunity to enrich depth and diversity of bilateral relationship. Mr. Modi looks forward to discussions with Egyptian President to impact further momentum to civilizational and multi-faceted partnership. Preparations in full swing across states and abroad for celebrations of International Day of Yoga tomorrow. G20 Education Working Group meeting begins in Pune. Met Department forecasts very heavy rainfall across several districts of Assam till Thursday. And in sports, Tajinderpal Singh Toor sets new Asian shot put record at interstate championships in Bhubaneswar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi left on a 5-day visit to the United States and Egypt this morning. In his pre-departure statement, the Prime Minister said this visit will be an opportunity to enrich the depth and diversity of India-US partnership. He said that India-US ties are multifaceted with deepening engagements across sectors, and the USA is India's largest trade partner in goods and services. The Prime Minister said India and the US collaborate closely in the field of science and technology, education, health, defense and security. He said the initiative on critical and emerging technologies has added new dimensions and widened collaboration to defense industrial cooperation, space, telecom, quantum, artificial intelligence and biotech sectors. Mr. Modi added that the two countries are also collaborating to further our shared vision of a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific. On his Egypt visit, Mr. Modi said that he will travel to Cairo at the invitation of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and very excited to pay a state visit to a close and friendly country for the first time. Mr. Modi said he looks forward to discussions with President Sisi and senior members of the Egyptian government to impart further momentum to our civilizational and multifaceted partnership. Mr. Modi added that he will also have the opportunity to interact with the vibrant Indian diaspora in Egypt. The 9th International Day of Yoga will be celebrated across the globe tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will participate in the Yoga Day program at the United Nations headquarters in New York. The theme of the day this year is Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Prime Minister Modi in his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashwani has urged listeners to take up yoga for their physical and mental well-being.
साथियों, इस बार मुझे न्यूयॉर्क के संयुक्त राष्ट्र मुख्यालय यूएन में होने वाले योग दिवस कार्यक्रम में शामिल होने का अवसर मिलेगा। मैं देख रहा हूँ कि सोशल मीडिया पर भी योग दिवस को लेकर गजब का उत्साह दिख रहा है। मेरा आप सभी से आग्रह है कि आप योग को अपने जीवन में जरूर अपनाएं, इसे अपनी दिनचर्या का हिस्सा बनाएं। अगर अब भी आप योग से नहीं जुड़े हैं, तो आने वाली 21 जून इस संकल्प के लिए बेहतरीन मौका है।
In Gujarat, International Day of Yoga celebrations will be held under the chairmanship of Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel at Surat. More from our correspondents.
Various programs have been organized on the occasion of Yoga Day across the state. Youth Services and Culture Minister Harsh Sanghvi said that approximately 125,000 citizens will participate in yoga practice on a 4.5 kilometer path in the state-level program organized at Surat. More than 1 lakh citizens have registered in just one day on the online link released on 18th to join the program in Surat. 75 iconic places of religious, tourism, historical and natural beauty of the state will celebrate International Yoga Day tomorrow. Bharat Devmani, Akashwani News, Ahmedabad.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar is arriving in Madhya Pradesh today. He will be the chief guest at the International Day of Yoga function to be held at the Garrison Ground in Jabalpur tomorrow. Later, Mr. Dhankar will lead a mass yoga demonstration at the venue. In Uttar Pradesh, preparations are in full swing for organizing yoga programs on the occasion of International Day of Yoga tomorrow. The main function will be held in the premises of famous Kashi Vishwanath corridor of Varanasi, where more than 1,000 people will take part in a yoga program. Ayush Minister of State Dayashankar Mishra Dayalu told Akashwani News that the state government will celebrate the day on a large scale.
जिला प्रशासन की तैयारियां हैं कि हर विभाग, प्राइमरी स्कूल, माध्यमिक शिक्षा, हायर एजुकेशन, विश्वविद्यालय, सामाजिक संस्थाएं जो है वो योग करेंगी। तो मिला के इस महायज्ञ में सबको जोड़ा गया है अपनी आहुतियां देने के लिए। कोई छूटेगा नहीं, कोई बचेगा नहीं। और जब सारा विश्व योग करेगा तो उसमें भारत की सबसे बड़ी भागीदारी होगी। भारत में भी उत्तर प्रदेश की भागीदारी सबसे बड़ी होगी।
Haryana Health and Ayush Minister Anil Vij said the state-level program on International Day of Yoga will be organized in Panipat. He said district-level programs will be held in 21 districts and block-level programs in 121 blocks. Mr. Vij was presiding over the meeting of all the deputy commissioners and superintendents of police through video conferencing at Chandigarh to review arrangements for the celebrations. He said this time the tagline of the day is Har Ghar Angan Yoga, under which the government is setting up yogshalas in the state. He said the government wants to take yoga to every village of Haryana. In a pioneering initiative, the Indian Embassy in the Sultanate of Oman has introduced an innovative video called Soulful Yoga, Serene Oman, on the eve of the International Day of Yoga 2023. The video showcases yoga enthusiasts from different countries performing beautiful yoga poses against stunning backdrops such as mountains, beaches and sand dunes in and around Muscat. The video not only demonstrates the increasing popularity and acceptance of yoga as a health practice worldwide, but also highlights its growing prominence in Oman. With a significant Indian community of 700,000 in Oman, yoga has gained considerable traction in recent years. Continuing their efforts, the embassy launched the Oman Yoga Yatra this year, a 5-month-long journey leading up to a large-scale celebration of International Day of Yoga 2023. The event, scheduled for tomorrow, is expected to attract more than 2,000 participants from diverse backgrounds. G20 Labour Engagement Summit will begin in Patna on Thursday. Around 180 delegates from G20 countries will participate in the two-day meeting. Nodal Officer Bandana Prayashi told Akashvani News that the delegates will attend a yoga session in Patna. She said the government of Bihar takes this occasion as a privilege to showcase its rich arts, cultural heritage and tourism to the visiting delegates.
21 तारीख विश्व योगा दिवस है, तो हम लोगों ने 22 की सुबह में एक स्पेशल योगा का कार्यक्रम उनके लिए रखा है। हमारे मुंगेर स्कूल ऑफ योगा के ट्रेनर्स आएंगे और उन्हें योग के बारे में बताएंगे, प्रिलिमिनरी ट्रेनिंग भी देंगे उनको और उनको योगा के महत्व को प्रैक्टिकली समझाएंगे।
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Chief Coordinator for India's G20 presidency in 2023, Harshvardhan Shringla, has said that the world is looking towards India as a promising solution to the problems arising at the global level. He was speaking while inaugurating the fourth meeting of the G20 Education Working Group, EDWG, in Pune today. He expressed the belief that the subject of basic literacy and numeracy is very important in the whole world, including India, and today's meeting will be of great help in deciding the policy on this subject in the future. Around 85 delegates from G20 member countries, guest countries and esteemed organizations such as OECD, UNESCO and UNICEF will deliberate on ensuring foundational literacy and numeracy, especially in the context of blended learning during the meeting. With just hours left for the world-famous Rath Yatra in Puri, servitors are busy with last-minute preparations to ensure that the elaborate series of rituals of Lord Jagannath, Lord Balabhadra and Devi Subhadra are completed in time. Pahandi, the ritual procession in which the deities are led to the chariots, began this morning with Lord Sudarshan. Servitors brought the idol of the Lord out of the temple in a ceremonial procession and placed it in the chariot. The Pahandi of Lord Jagannath is going on after the Pahandi of Lord Balabhadra and Ma Subhadra. As per the schedule of rituals, at around 4 p.m, devotees will begin pulling the chariots. The yatra, which starts from the Puri temple, will conclude at the Sri Gundicha temple, covering nearly a 3-kilometer distance. While Tala Dhwajo of Lord Balabhadra will roll on the Puri Grand Road, first Dorpadolana of Devi Subhadra will trail. Lord Jagannath's Nandi Ghosh, the largest of the 3 chariots, will move after the 2. It is expected the chariots will reach Gundicha temple before sunset. The deities will have a 9-day sojourn at the Gundicha temple. President Draupadi Murmu has extended her best wishes to all the countrymen, especially the devotees of Lord Jagannath, on the auspicious occasion of Rath Yatra. In a tweet message, she prayed to Mahaprabhu Jagannath that this festival of devotion and dedication brings happiness, peace and prosperity in everyone's life. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also greeted people on the occasion. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, as the country celebrates this sacred occasion, may the divine journey of Lord Jagannath fill people's lives with health, happiness and spiritual enrichment. Home Minister Amit Shah took the blessings of Mahaprabhu by participating in Mangala Aarti at Jagannath Temple, Ahmedabad today. In a tweet, he wished for the blessings of Mahaprabhu for everyone. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Dr. L. Murugan reached Port Blair today. He inspected the ongoing work of multi-speciality district hospital at Garacharama. The Phase 1 of 155-bedded hospital is expected to be completed by the end of this year. Dr. Murugan directed to expedite the work and complete it soon in order to deliver better medical facilities to the islanders. In Assam, 444 villages are affected by floods in 18 districts and nearly 5,000 hectares of crop area has been damaged across the state. The Indian Met Department has issued a red alert and predicted very heavy to extremely heavy rainfall across several districts till Thursday. According to Assam State Disaster Management Authority, more than 30,000 people are hit by floods and several embankments, roads, bridges and other infrastructure have been damaged in several districts. State government has opened 25 relief camps in flood-affected districts and NDRF and SDRF teams have also been deployed for rescue and relief. In Sikkim, the IMD has issued an orange rain alert until tomorrow. Light to moderate rain has been predicted very likely across districts in the state till tomorrow, with heavy to very heavy rain in isolated places and possibilities of landslides, mudslides, flash floods, damage to standing crops and vulnerable structures as well as fog and low visibility. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot conducted aerial survey of cyclone Biparjoy affected areas of Bardmer and Jalore districts today. Mr. Gehlot visited Chauthan in Bardmer to review the situation and met the affected people. He also visited various places including Sanchor in Jalore district. More from our correspondent.
There has been some relief since the rain stopped yesterday, but hundreds of villages and towns are still submerged. Many houses have collapsed and power supply has been affected. 17 teams of SDRF and 8 teams of NDRF are continuously engaged in rescue and relief work in the affected areas. 2 columns of the army have been deployed at affected areas. Jitendra Dwivedi, Akashvani News, Jaipur.
Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia today chaired a high-level meeting for reviewing the public health preparedness regarding heat waves across the country. Briefing media after the meeting in New Delhi, Dr. Mandavia said it was decided that a 5-member team of the Health Ministry, the India Met Department and the National Disaster Management Authority will visit the states which are affected by the heat waves. India's top shot putter Tajinderpal Singh Toor has set a new Asian shot put record at the Interstate Championships in Bhubaneswar. The 28-year-old athlete representing Punjab shattered his own previous Asian record with a massive throw of 21.77 meters. Toor surpassed his own record of 21.49 meters, which he had set in 2021 in Patiala. Additionally, he also qualified for the Asian Games by meeting the required distance of 19 meters. In cricket, Australia need 174 more runs while England requires 7 more wickets to win the first test of the 5-match Ashes series. After the end of play on day 4 yesterday, early Australia were 107 for 3 in their second innings. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leaves on a 5-day state visit to US and Egypt. Says US visit will be an opportunity to enrich depth and diversity of bilateral partnership. Mr. Modi looks forward to discussions with Egyptian President to impart further momentum to civilizational and multi-faceted partnership. Preparations in full swing across states and abroad for celebrations of International Day of Yoga tomorrow. G20 Education Working Group meeting begins in Pune. Met Department forecasts very heavy rainfall across several districts of Assam till Thursday. And in sports, Tajinderpal Singh Toor sets new Asian shot put record at the Interstate Championships in Bhubaneswar. And with that, we end the Midday News.